Now I want to show you how you can populate the page with rich text and structured data coming from semantic queries. So on the page Wiki Barcamp, you see now our initially created wiki page for our Barcamp. Now we want to enrich the article with dynamic content generated from semantic queries. We are interested in other events starting this quarter, and we want to show people belonging to some company because these people get discounts. In order to do that, we have to click on the WYSIWYG tab. Then let's type a small description. Here will be other events in this quarter from July to September. And in order to embed a semantic query, I click on the icon here on the right-hand side, which will invoke the query interface. And the query interface is a graphical tool which allows you to easily compose your own customized queries. As I mentioned before, we want to specify other events starting this quarter. And in order to do that, I have to first select a category. In this case, the category event. I type in category event. I click add. And you see that the result preview has now been changed, and we get listed all events available in the wiki. In order to get all events taking place this quarter, we have to add property constraints. So I click on add property. And next I specify that the start date must be larger than the beginning of July. So I type in property name start date. I tick show in results, and that there must be a value for start date. And I select larger than 2009 0701. I click on add, and you see that the result preview has now been updated, showing all the events which take place later than the 1st of July. And now I also have to constrain the end date of our events, so I click again on add property. I type in end date, and this end date must be smaller than 2009 0930. I click again on add, and you see again the updated query results. And since I do not want to have the standard table as query result printer, I can also change the layout. Therefore, I go to the query layout manager, and there I can specify a different format. In this case, I want to display the events taking place this quarter as ordered list. So I simply select here OL, which stands for ordered list. Now I click OK, and you see here this small icon reflects our semantic query. And finally I save the page. And you can see that our wiki article has been updated, showing related events which take place this quarter, which means their start date must be larger than 1st of July, and their end date must be smaller than the end of September. Now let's embed another semantic query. I click again on the WYSIWYG mode. I am now interested in all people belonging to some company because these people get discounts. So I type a small description. People from some company, these get discounts. I invoke again the query interface.
Now I'm interested in people, so I specify as category
person. And these persons must belong to a certain company, namely some company. So I add a property constraint. And I type in affiliation. And the affiliation must be some company. If you are not quite sure, you can also activate the auto-completion within the fields, and this is done by pressing Control Space. So when you press Control Space, you get automatically a suggestion for a value which can be filled here. In this case, it pre-selects some company. I click again on Add. And now in the result preview, you see our people which belong to some company. I click again on OK. The semantic query gets embedded in the page. And by saving the page, we can see that the query results have now been entered in our wiki page. And each time you add a new person belonging to some company, this page will contain the updated data as well as other events which will be entered belonging to this quarter. Then you will also see the updated events on this page. So this procedure showed you how you can enter structured data stemming from semantic queries within a wiki page.